Okay, so I was not expecting this to drop today. I had literally no idea this was dropping today. I just saw like or heard a little snippet, and then I heard or like saw that El Capitan like did or like produced wrote on the track, and I was just like, oh, cause I already know whenever he like does a track for someone, like it becomes like immediate hit. Like it's really good. Like usually his music's really good. So yeah, this is Beomgyu's like solo. I believe. I guess everyone's gonna have theirs at some point. We already had Yeonjun. I guess Beomgyu's next, but yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and start and watch and just see how this goes. I like the snippet that I heard. Like it was very like much like I liked it. I think they said it's supposed to be based off of Maze in the Mirror or like that kind of vibe. So I was just like, oh, I do like that song. So we'll see where he goes with this. It gave me very much Blue Spring vibes too. Ooh, okay. Ooh, not the flooding of the room. Aw. These lyrics. Gave me my feels. Why? Wow. Okay, we're not gonna. The dandelions. They've grown up already. Like I know we've been knowing, but like it's crazy. Wow. Okay. Wait, is there more? Is that it? And it's just the big hit logo. Oh, that was like, I know he said like it was supposed to be like very like words of comfort and like, you know, or just like like just very comforting for everyone if you're like going through a rough time. But I'm just like, oh, I'm like their music is just so good in general. Like like I said, like they've grown up, but I feel like it's crazy because like I feel like it was just yesterday whenever they were like releasing like their photos teasers for like the members for TXT. Like I remember that because I was just like, oh, because obviously I was like, oh, Yeonjun and like Subin, those are my two faves, my two mains. But I was just like, oh, like this is very like, you know, it was the next group after BTS, right? But you know, but like I feel like I really like this, like very like much fits. I feel like I know this is like showing their like different like personalities with the way they have like music or whatever, but like I just feel like his like very much fits like the whole like TXT vibe that they were like they have been going for like the past few years, like since like Loser Lover era, that era. I feel like after that, like, cause what song was it that it reminds me very much of Skipping Stones, I think, and what other song? Like I said, Blue Spring. I said kind of reminds me of Miracle in a way too. There's another song that I was thinking of that it reminded me, and I just can't think on the top of my head. But let me look it up real quick, because I am kind of behind on their discography, not gonna lie. I think I'm like 2 albums behind. Like I have heard Over the Moon, and I have heard Heaven. I have heard those too, but like I'm in terms of B-sides, like I'm very behind. Like I just had a lot going on whenever like music started dropping. I think I was like in Thailand at the time when like a bunch of groups started dropping their stuff, so I was like very behind, and then I was focused on like other groups. Like Boy Next Door is like my main group for sure. Like that's who my alt group right now, so like obviously I was focused on them, so I get just lagged very much behind. But let me see. Quarter Life, that's what it was. It reminds me of Quarter Life in a way, yeah. And I'm pretty sure Quarter Life was Beomgyu, Hyunin Kai, and Taehyun's like unit thing, right? So I'm like, but yeah, it just gives me that vibe, and I'm like, oh, it's so good. It's like I do love a good like very calm kind of song, like not, you know, it doesn't have to be too much like flashiness. Like I mean, that's what you like, that's great. Like I like that too. Like obviously like Yeonjun's my man, my bias, and like Gum is like obviously very different from this, but like I said, I like really like how they're like showing off they're different. Like it's kind of like in compare, like I really don't want to compare anyone, but, like please don't cover me, but like it's very much giving like what's it called, very much giving, well, like in terms of like the members of like BTS, like they also have their very different like vibes and very different like tastes and like which way they're going with their music, right? But it just reminds me also of kind of like specifically like how what I'm thinking of, like Do Young from NCT, like his music style, like very much like band, very much like didn't think I was gonna go that way. And then you have like members like Taeyoung that like Taeyoung, and then Jaehyun, like very like, you know, very much different vibes, right? Like I think Jaehyun's more like R&B, right? Taeyoung is very much like that, you know, that staple like NCT sound, right? But yeah, that's what kind of reminds me of like I just like how you see like their different colors of like what they bring, right, and their vibe in general. But yeah, so I will be adding this to my playlist. I'm assuming this is just gonna be a single if they're doing the same format as like Yeonjun's, where they like just dropped the MV and they're like, okay, you gotta wait for a month until the actual physical album came out. But yeah, I'm assuming that's what they're doing with this. If they give him like another song, that's great, but if not, that's fine with me. Like I do like the song, so I guess we'll just see where it goes from there. But yeah, so this is where this ends.